The first thing on our countdown of the most damaging man-made disasters is overmining. There are two types of overmining that we will cover today: small scale and large scale. This is Steve. Steve is what you would call an average miner. Now, he doesn't work for some big company. He mines for himself and for his family. Today, Steve is going to go down into a mine to see what minerals he can dig up from the earth. Steve here has already found some coal and some iron. Now, Steve being Steve, he's going to grab all of it. His personal motto is leave no stone unturned. But Steve doesn't realize the damaging effect this can have on the ecosystem. When he mines too many minerals out of the ground, it leaves the land barren in the future. So when some other company tries to get this iron, it's not going to be there, and it's actually going to ruin our economy. See here, Steve is risking his life just to get these minerals. He could easily fall into lava and burn, but he doesn't care about that. He just cares about receiving the minerals that he digs for. Here, Steve finds the most precious mineral of all, diamond. Now, Steve, being Steve, isn't going to just let this go. He's going to grab all of it, and he's going to actually strip the land looking for more, leaving the land in barren wastes. There are many minerals that people can easily overmine, such as iron, coal, gold, emeralds, diamonds, and much more. Here, Steve is flaunting off his diamonds that he has collected. He's collected a lot of them and must have torn up the land to get all of this. He doesn't care though. He's got his own personal benefit.
Now we're going to take a look at some of the larger mining companies. Out here in South Africa today, we have two of the world's biggest mining companies, Anglo American and De Beers, known for its diamonds. These are 5 huge quarries that the Anglo American Mining Company has set up to mine the ground for them. We watch as the holes get deeper and deeper as the quarries tear into the earth. And as we watch, we see that the Anglo American Mining Company has had a mishap. Some of their engines that were powering the quarries have exploded. The carelessness of the Anglo American Mining Company is tearing through the environment. And this is just another way that overmining can destroy habitat. This is the inside of one of the quarries. It is currently mining stone. In one of the quarries, it appears that they have struck gold. In the De Beers quarry, we see that production has stopped because they have stumbled upon some lava. So, they've mined all this way looking for diamonds, torn up the landscape, all for nothing. Is that really what they should be doing? All they're doing is tearing up the landscape. At number 2 in our countdown, we have deforestation. Here we see a farmer who's going to do slash and burn farming. First, he cuts down a section of the trees. Then, he sets the land on fire to make the soil fertile. Then he plants crops on the soil and afterwards moves on to new areas and cuts down more trees. The land will then be burned again, and the process will be repeated over and over, resulting in major deforestation. The soil is very fertile after the land is burned, but then this is what happens. Huge areas of the forest are now missing because of this slash and burn farming. 2 people did this amount. Imagine what a whole company could do. The effects are devastating. These are 5 facts about deforestation. 1. Worldwide climate will change with the effects of deforestation. Without trees, the air doesn't circulate. 2. 36 million acres of rainforest are lost each year. 3. Forest loss contributes to 12 to 17% of annual greenhouse gas production. 4. The U.S. has less than 5% of the world's population, but uses more than 30% of the world's paper. And 5. Half of the world's tropical forests have been cut down. This is number 1. The most dangerous man-made disaster. Number 1 on our list, nuclear disasters. Here, we are on an archipelago somewhere in Indonesia. We see a nuclear power plant set up. Inside is a nuclear reactor that could be very dangerous and hazardous to the land around if people aren't careful. Nuclear power may be one of the most clean, efficient sources of power, but once nuclear reactors go into meltdown, bad things can happen. This is Roger. Roger works at this nuclear facility. He's been assigned the task to take out and replace coolant cells in this nuclear reactor. He has to do it quickly and efficiently, or the reactor might overheat. No, he's left the other coolant cells back at base. Little does Roger know that what he's just done is a very bad thing. The nuclear reactor is now going to overheat and explode any minute. And this is the crater left by the nuclear reactor explosion. The explosion was caused by human error, nothing else. You can see how it decimated the island. The landscape has been completely destroyed. No going back to the former state. Radiation will now stay on that island for years to come, and things may never be the same again around this island. These are 5 facts about nuclear disasters. 1. Disposing of clothing after a nuclear disaster can remove up to 90% of the initial radiation. 2. More than 70% of the U.S.'s emission-free power comes from nuclear energy sources. 3. 1 pellet of uranium produces as much power as 126 gallons of oil or 1 ton of coal, but produces no CO2. 4. The peace symbol was originally an anti-nuclear weapon symbol. And 5. Fallout from Chernobyl set off alarms at a Swedish nuclear plant 700 miles away.